Well, Richie, saw your tweet the other day, obviously devastating for the playing group when Nathan went down on Monday.
Yeah, it was pretty shattering. I mean, not many boys seen it, but when we come in, we got bad news, so boys were pretty shattered. But he's pretty positive vibes, and you know he won't change the way he goes about it, and hopefully we'll get him back soon.
You've obviously spoken to him. What is his demeanour like since you've spoken to him?
He's a bit in shock. You know, he's going to miss a bit of footy, so he's pretty shattered about that. But to his credit, and as you'd expect, he was talking about the boys already and trying to keep them up for training and keep training well, especially this time of year. So thinking about the team first.
Did you see what happened, Richie?
No, I didn't. I was doing another drill, but apparently, one of the sleds just caught the back of his foot, and pretty unfortunate sort of incident.
Are you guys going to keep using the sleds? Is it just one of those things?
Yeah, no, we will. I mean, you know, they check them every day to see if they're all fine, and I'm sure the club will do their due diligence and go over it again and see what happened and make sure it was a freak accident. But we'll keep using them, and you know, we've been doing it for years, as you know, and nothing's happened. So it's just one of those things that happens, and unfortunately, it was you know, really bad injury.
What's the plan for today's training? Have you been filled in yet?
Yeah, we're going to pull training back a bit today, do a bit of warm up and some bit of skill work, and probably go inside for a bit. So that's probably some good news for the boys, but obviously a bit more extreme in the heat of the day. If it gets to 45, whatever it's meant to be, it's going to be a bit hard, and just the recovery from that probably can take a bit longer. So we're just going to be smart about it and pull back a bit.
Obviously, BB's going to be out for a little while now. From a player's perspective, it's important to have a leader that's going to be able to train and obviously on match days play with you guys.
I mean, like the captain?
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but we've got enough leaders in the group to fill the void there. I mean, we've got some really senior players that aren't in the leadership group, and of course we've got our leaders as well. So I think we'll be able to cover that well. But ideally, you'd love to have BB out there.
But the leadership obviously runs pretty deep throughout the group.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed now that we've got some really good leaders. So as I said, we'll be able to fill that void, and you know, whoever takes over in that role will do a really good job.
Richie, your name's been one that's been bandied about, saying that you know, if need be, you could step up. Is that something you know you have to hear your name bandied around?
Oh, it's nice to be talked up as a leader around the club. I mean, you know, it's just sort of been a natural progression for me with my footy. So you know, that's nice. But as I said, we've got some really good young developing leaders, and it's something we've really worked towards with our culture. So I think hats off to Paddy Steinford and Sando and those guys who have really driven that along with the players. So it's, you know, it's good for the future of the club.
If it isn't yourself, who would you like to see in that position?
There's a number of guys. You know, I'm not really prepared to name guys. You obviously know who's you know, up for the running, but you know, whoever does get the opportunity is really going to do a good job, and we'll get plenty of support by the other boys out there, and VB will be an excellent mentor for that person. So as I said, whoever gets it will you know, welcome it and do a really good job.
What about his role? Who can play those run with role minutes?
Not too sure at this stage. I mean, I'm even not sure we're going to go with that run with sort of role this year. The game sort of evolved last year where you know, a lot of games we didn't actually have a run with player, so we might just go head to head in a lot of games with four midfielders. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, some young guys put their hand up and embrace it. But that's sort of a specialist sort of role, so I'm not too sure who will fill that at this stage.
Carriage did a bit of it last year, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did, but he's done some really good work in the midfield and up forward for us. So I'm not sure coaches will be looking at him at this stage.
You personally had a great pre-season last year. Can you sort of try and compare where you're at now to where you were at this time last year?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit fitter and a bit stronger and probably a bit smarter as well. I mean, you know, lucky last year I was injury-free and played some good footy early in the year and was able to hold that for most of the season, and this year gave me a lot of confidence going into the pre-season. So probably just tweaked a few little things about the way we've gone about as a team and individually as well. So no, it's been good. I've enjoyed the pre-season and looking forward to games coming around in about a month or so.
What are you trying to tweak about your own game?
Probably just staying involved in contests, and you see a lot of the best players, they get a possession and they're able to get a chain of 2 or 3. So probably in the past I've got one possession and probably exited the contest maybe a bit quickly, so you can just stay involved and try and build the possession count up.
And Richie, you're leaner. It seems to be the common theme around the club that blokes are just a little bit leaner. Is that something that you've concentrated on too?
Not particularly individually. Probably done more leg strengthening. But yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of the boys have trimmed down, dropped 1 or 2 kilos, which is quite a lot really. So hopefully that lets us run out games a lot more and can stay in games longer. So we found last year we lost a lot of games, 1 or 2 goals. So hopefully that could be a difference, going forward.
Sando highlighted your 2-way running a lot during the year last year, and I think Rory's obviously another one that's good at it. Is there an art to that the boys, the other guys that want to get to your level have been working on over summer? Or?
Yeah, it's obviously work rate and wanting to do it. That's a part of it, and I think the second part is reading the play. So obviously if the ball's coming down one wing and you're on the other side, you can read the game where it's going to go into their forward line and be able to roll around and help our defence. So there's a few elements to it, but obviously you've got to be fit enough and you've got to want to do it as well. So me and Slaney have worked with a lot of young guys and trying to educate them on that, but I think it's a bit of experience, and it probably takes a bit of time for them to know they can do it.
With your training being altered today due to the heat, tomorrow's going to be even hotter. Will training be altered again? Have you guys been spoken to about that?
We're pretty lucky we get Thursdays off, so yeah, boys won't be doing too much training tomorrow. But yeah, obviously we brought in this Wednesday Arvo session to train in the heat, but we just thought with it being such extreme heat that it's best to pull back a bit, and if we train really hard, it could really take a week to get over, so we just thought it'd be smart.
Have you noticed it at all, like at night, after you're training during the heat, during the day, is it harder to sort of recover for the following day?
Yeah, it probably is, yeah. I mean, not too bad when it's, 1 or 2 days, but when you get extended, hot spells, as you guys probably feel it as well, but when you're outside running around, it can take its toll, so it's just about being smart, managing the body. It's along your head, so we don't want to be silly about it.
A bit more in the pool?
Unfortunately, I can't really swim myself, but maybe sneak down the beach or so, but yeah.